talking about demons and things like that. I mean, there was a wide range of topics, but I just found it interesting about the negative entities that actually he actually said that like each of us has like a specific like demon like assigned to us to screw us up basically. And I don't know if that's true or not, but it's hard to just in this world where I just have my normal sense perceptions to see what's around me. It's very hard for me, even on the positive side as well, to believe that these entities, both positive and negative, are in fact influencing me. And he like said like, well, this one guy could like see the entity on them, and like they said that it was like some black thing and it had like this like tail and it was like stuck right in his stomach, and like somebody else was able to just go and like grab it out and like get it off of him. And then like they were like, oh, he felt like this big relief after that procedure was done. But I don't know what to think about all that. It's just crazy.
Yes, I saw your one video. Maybe this was the same guy where he said
Yeah.
Thailand has the best energy.
Oh yeah,
I
yeah, yeah.
appreciate
That's it. Yeah, I
I
wanted to mention that
appreciate
as
that.
well because I was thinking because that might have something to do with like the real heavy and anxiety feelings. I don't like know where my anxiety comes from because things are going fairly well for me right now. Besides the dog incident, that's little shit. Have to admit,
Yeah.
that's nothing. It could be far worse. I could be like in a war, or I could, who knows what.
Yeah,
But
yeah.
there's far worse things, for me to deal with. Where that's just like a non-issue in reality. But yeah, like he said, just being here in the United States carries with it like part of the collective consciousness is, I'm feeling whatever they're feeling. Even if I'm generally happy. But if there's a lot of people around and they're like not doing well or anxious or whatever, some of that like gets on me, I do believe. And like, yeah, he said Thailand and Asia in general had like a much higher rating as far as like the energy. So yeah, what do you think about all that?
Are you feeling spiritually lost? Like you've tried everything, YouTube videos, online courses, even meditation apps, but still something is missing? Wondering, is this all there is? The world is loud and chaotic, and your soul is overwhelmed, craving inner peace, but you can't find your way back to yourself. This is exactly why I created the Kriya Yoga Masterclass and my proven soul coaching system to help people just like you. Isn't a video you watch and forget. It's a daily spiritual lifeline that brings you back to your soul. So if you're done feeling lost and you're ready to start transforming, then come join us. This is more than a course. This is your lifeline. Go to kriyayogamasterclass.com. When you do your own inner work, no matter what happens in the Maya delusional world, you shouldn't let it influence you. Like if somebody says the energy is bad here, you carry your own energy. You bring your own bottle to the party, So like you have your own energy. So even if the energy is bad in, I don't know, New York City or Los Angeles, it really doesn't matter because you're a walking pure energy nuclear power plant that you're just radiating it. And you're just, like I said in the Soul Talks, you're melting all the wicked witches of the West, right? They're vampires that turn into dust, feeling your nuclear power plant of energy. So if the energy's bad in, I don't know, wherever, like New York City, it doesn't matter because you carry your own energy and you're not dependent on what other people say, like, oh, the energy's good over here. It really doesn't matter because you carry your own energy and bring your own energy. And, like, how would this person even know, like, the energy's good or whatever? Like, I don't know. Like, I carry my own energy. My Ruksha beads carry my energy and absorb my energy. So no matter what happens in the Maya delusional world, I always keep my energy pure. Like I said before, I'm an unshakable mountain no matter what happens. If it rains, unshakable. If it snows, unshakable. If it's sunny, unshakable. If it's windy, unshakable. Whatever happens. So no matter how ugly the energy is, I want to be like Moses parting the Red Sea. And I want to have my shield up so strong that nothing can affect me. Nothing can shake me. I always like when they say in the yogic text that no matter, even if it's the end of the world, don't let anything shake your samadhi. So whatever other people say about my energy, I carry pure energy no matter where I go. So I would try to do your inner work so high and raise your consciousness so high and your awareness so high that no matter if it's World War III, you're still unaffected. You have your shield up and you just kind of laugh at the Maya delusional world like it is. So when people say things like about the energy's good, like I'm kind of biased when he said the energy's good in Thailand. I was like, yeah, maybe it is, but I bring my own energy to the party, if you know what I'm saying. So even if I'm in a war zone, I'm going to try to keep my energy as pure and untainted as possible. So I would say that about the demon thing. I don't have no experience, but I try to raise my vibration, my energy so high that it's all it stinks to demons or lower frequencies, right? And when I go out into the Maya delusional world, I can see people, they're offended by my energy. They're offended by my happiness. They're offended by my bliss. And that's what I want. I want to melt the Wicked Witch of the West in The Wizard of Oz. I want to turn these energy vampires into dust. I want to be that divine sun that just, you're blinding me. I'm melting, right? So that's what I look for. So I've never had an audience of demons or lower frequency. They don't want to come nowhere around me. All the sadhana and the meditation and the mantra japa I do, it stinks to them. Like, sometimes I was like, I wish the devil would show his face so I could kick him right in his face. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
He don't come around. I don't see it. Like, so I mean, I don't know, so they don't give me an audience. They don't like to come around. I'm not an easy target, right? So like they like people who have a fear-based consciousness. When you're a fearless yogi, they have no food to eat. It's no fun for them, right? They want people who are scared and hide under their bed. Oh, it's a demon with a pointy tail, if I see a demon with a pointy tail, I punch him right in his punch him right in his face, Where you at? Show yourself. I want to see you. They don't come around. So, I mean, these are good stories for YouTube videos, but I don't know. It doesn't help you do your inner work. I would just do your inner work, and if you ever come across a demon, look at it as an opportunity to break out your yogic toolbox and hit them with everything you got. That's what I do. So, but they don't never come around. So I've never had a experience, but, yeah, I don't know, so I would just say, do your inner work, and, what other people say, they don't really understand your situation and how you feel inside yourself. And these are just cool stories around the campfire. Like I always say, cool story, bro. But I've never had that experience. So like, we are Kriya yogis. We don't talk about Kriya yoga. We do Kriya yoga. So these are stories that maybe people who are in a fear-based, lower frequency might have that audience. But when you're on a higher enlightened frequency, these lower frequency beings can't reach you. You know what I'm saying? Like if you're on the bottom floor, you can't reach the top floor, you know?
Mm-hmm.
So I can't relate to lower frequency beings. They have never given me an audience, but I look for the opportunity to shine my divine light on them and turn them to dust if they ever come around. But I've never had an audience, so I want to be boots on the ground on the front line, holding up the white flag. So whenever there's a so-called war between good and evil, I want to be that guy on the front line. You know, I've been practicing getting my Bruce Lee kick ready for the devil whenever he shows his face, but he's never given me an audience, so I have nobody to kick except the wall.
You feel like something inside you is quietly breaking down, like you've tried all the right things, meditation apps, self-help books, endless YouTube rabbit holes, but nothing matters. The emptiness just stays. The world keeps spinning faster. You are drained by the noise and pressure of it all. You are not broken. You are just disconnected from your soul. And that's exactly why I created the Kriya Yoga Masterclass and my proven soul coaching system. This isn't another feel-good video that fades by tomorrow. This is a living spiritual practice, a step-by-step system to heal yourself within. So if you're exhausted from searching, I invite you to take the first step. Go to kriyayogamasterclass.com.
Well, that makes sense, at your level and even at my level, like I'm aware of certain things now, but like, what if you're not aware? Like, what if you're, you haven't even found the path yet, like, um, I just,
Yeah, that is a problem. And before I got on the path of Kriya Yoga, I was in that fear-based state. I drank the Kool-Aid. I regurgitated the narrative. I thought America was the best country to ever live, and our leaders would never lie to us. I drank the Kool-Aid. I understand what it's like to come from that position, and that's why we started our free Kriya Yoga school to give you some tools. All right, if money is a barrier to entry, at least you have something, right? Because this world without some tools is overwhelming. So I am very compassionate for people who haven't found the path and haven't raised their awareness and haven't raised their consciousness, because I was that person a couple years ago, before I got on the path of Kriya Yoga. So I understand what it's like to be lost in the sauce, a boat lost out at sea with no lighthouse, like all these things. So I am very compassionate for it. So I would say anybody that doesn't have any tools is feeling kind of spiritually homeless or spiritually bankrupt, doesn't know what to start, doesn't know how to get started, subscribe to our YouTube channel. We have Babaji quotes. We have daily sad songs. Come on this live stream. Don't be shy. Ask your questions. I'll try to answer it wholeheartedly. I don't know everything, so I'll try my best. And if I don't know, I'll just tell you, like, I don't know, then maybe that's above my pay grade, like, I don't know. So, yeah, join our free Kriya Yoga school. We have a mini course in there that will give you some tools, and just try to be the best person you can be, the most loving person you could be, help as many people as you can. Yeah, just be a nuclear reactor of love, unconditional love. And I don't really see how you could go wrong. Don't let other people's narrative become your narrative. Find your connection to God yourself, right? Don't let other people's God become your God. I said before, I liked what you said. How did you say it? Like, I don't know. It's like borrowed beliefs. Like, don't let other people's God become your God. Like, yeah. So, you said a God of your choosing, right? So have a God of your own choosing, right? Like, if you resonate with Jesus, it's perfectly fine. If you resonate with Buddha, perfectly fine. But don't regurgitate other people's God, because you were conditioned to regurgitate other people's God. Just find a God that you really resonate with, and that is the best God. So I don't want to tell people what God they should believe in. Even in our Kriya Yoga school, I want to delete all that religious dogma out, and just say, these are the techniques, practice them wholeheartedly, and test them, observe the techniques, and experience the techniques, feel the techniques, and know the techniques. So you don't have to take my word just because I said it. Feel it for yourself, and you will know what works best for you. If you see a picture of Lord Shiva or Lakshmi and you get a tingly feeling, maybe that's your deity. Lean into it and pray to that deity. So I would definitely say, just kind of surrender yourself to the path. Love as many people as you can. Become a detached witness and look at the world as you would look at a movie in the movie theater. You're sitting in the audience. You're creating some space, some distance between you and the narrative. You're not attached to anything. You don't really have any dog in the fight. Like a couple weeks ago in the class, we did Buddha's mantra, and I like what it said. The lotus flower, Padma, is floating on the dirty water, but it's unaffected by the dirty water. So that symbolizes the Maya delusional world. Even though there's a lot of craziness and a lot of psyops and a lot of attacks on your consciousness constantly, they're pulling you right and left. They're stealing your attention as much as they can. Always have your shield up and protect your energy and protect your soul from this. And don't be like the lotus flower floating on the dirty water, but untouched by the dirty water, Like my guru used to say, Vedguru Dev, you wear all white. No need to roll in the mud with the pigs. You're going to get all your clothes dirty. Stay on the high cloud. Don't get involved, We in yoga, yogis and yoginis stay in a state of equanimity. Like we're equal. We don't have no dog in the fight. We don't care about right or wrong, good or bad. We just try to stay equal, A detached witness watching the world from afar, creating distance. Like, there goes those pigs in the mud again. There goes those monkeys in on the social media slot machine of whatever platform you're on, throwing poop on each other. I just watched a movie called Superman, right? And I like this part in Superman. They were in like a different universe. What they call it? A pocket universe, right? And there was thousands of monkeys on computers, and they were like, Superman stupid, Superman stink. He's the worst, right? That reminds me of the social media slot machine, right? Yeah. They were like bots in this pocket universe, Superman is so stupid. He's a bad guy, They were posting on, all these. So I thought that was funny. I was like, yeah, look at these monkeys, they're in a parallel universe, but they're still posting on social media. So you're on social media, you think you're talking to a real person, but it's a evil monkey posting bad things about Superman to throw mud on Superman and make him look bad. So yeah, I would just say become as much of a detached witness as you can, and just look at the Maya delusional world on the stage of the universe and not get attached to it. Like, like not have no dog in the fight, like just kind of witness it from afar. But I have very much compassion for people out here in the world. because I wake up every day like, thank you, God, I have some Kriya yoga tools in my toolbox in my pocket. Man, I don't think I could make it. This world is too dense. It's too overwhelming. There's too many distractions. It's you know, I can't even tell you how much I miss my Himalayan cave. Like, I'm like, oh my God, you know, when my guru said, Vedguru Dev, you have to be in the world, but not of the world. You can't stay here. You got to go help people. I was like, oh my God, you know, why do I got to go back to, you know, and when you see the promised land, you don't ever want to leave, right? So when you have to wave bye-bye to your grandmother's house, the summer's over, and you're like,
want to leave.
oh, I got to go back to school. God, this Maya delusional world, I thought I escaped it. Now I'm back in, you know? They, you know, I try to leave and they pull me back in, you know? I said something in the last sad song, the last soul talk that you'll like, and it surprised Veronica. I said, I don't break my balls or my word for anybody, you know, like Scarface says, right?
Yeah, these are some precious jewels.
Right? No matter what happens, my word is my bond. And I don't break my balls or my word. So quoting the great yogic scholar Scarface, a Miami classic, right? I don't break my word or my balls for anybody. So same thing. I don't break my yoga sadhana or my word for anybody, you know. That's probably a more gentle way to put it. So no matter what this Maya delusional serves you up on a plate, just don't get attached to it. Like, nah, no thanks, you know. Like, but yeah, like I said, I thank God every day I'm a Kriya yogi, you know. So I have some tools to help me overcome. Like, all right, I'm going through this today. You know, a dog tore up my backyard. What do I got in my toolbox? Where's that Patanjali's 9 emotional release techniques? I need it, you know. I have a laminated version of Patanjali's 9 emotional release techniques right next to my bed, because some days I wake up and say, whoo, it's going to be a long one today.
Yes.
I got to break out that Patanjali. Where's my mala beads? Well, I got to look like Mr. T today, because I'm going to need every single mala bead I have around to help me get through to today, because this is gonna be a dense one, you know. It's gonna be a tall mountain to climb, very steep, but and ain't nothing to it but to do it. Put one foot in front of the other, and you should be able to overcome. You might be thriving on the outside, but inside, do you feel scattered, restless, or empty? I did. Kriya Yoga gave me the structure and the sacred stillness that changed everything for me. If you're ready to reconnect with yourself, book a free call at kriyayogamasterclass.com or start your journey for free at freekriyayoga.com. If this message landed for you, hit like, leave a comment, and subscribe so you never miss my daily videos. And click the daily video right here.